What's up guys, I'm back like I never left. In this video we are going to be talking about my portfolio in M1 Finance. We're going to go over exactly the top stocks that are making great returns, also some other stocks that are down significantly. We're going to go over exactly how we designed and built this portfolio from scratch. So I'm going to go over all this important information in this video coming up. Now before we get into the video, I appreciate if you hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below. So as you can see over here, we're sitting at currently the stock market did pretty well today. For the day, we're up 3.91%, which is $400, and for the week we're actually up 3.27% too. But overall for the quarter, for the year, and also for all time, we're sitting at close to 18%. So we started this portfolio at the end of 2020, and we started this portfolio from scratch. And everything, every buy and every sell is posted in the Patreon. So if you want to follow along, of course, you can definitely join the Patreon page for future updates. But now let's talk about exactly some of the stocks that are making us get returns and some of the stocks that are not doing very well. So as you can see over here, we have 6 slices, and the first one is called the ARC-D. This is for disruptive high growth stocks. We have travel stocks. The second, the third, we have energy, we have financials, retail, and tech. So at the beginning, as I mentioned before, we started this portfolio right at the end of 2020. So when we have our funds, I initially allocated the majority of the funds to the sector or to the stocks that were beaten down. So we started heavy on the stock that can have a potential to recover in 2021. That's why you can see over here we have 20% allocated to travel stocks. So the bottom one, you can see over here 16, 20, 16, 16, 16. This is the initial allocation of the funds to each of the slices over here. So but right now everything has changed. We made some massive changes, and right now we're sitting at the ARC-D is at the number 1 position, which has 29.3 of our investments allocated to this top slice. So I'm going to all the stocks that we own. I covered all of the stocks in my videos in this channel, so you probably all were aware of all the stocks. So let's start with the first one, and that is making us a fantastic return. The first one is going to be the energy sector. This is one of the sectors that we really liked because it was lagging in 2020. So financials and energy was the top sectors that were lagging a lot compared to other sectors. So it was very fantastic to buy the dip on energy stocks. So I picked a stock that paid a fantastic dividend. So far we got paid $27.84. That was really great, and we're looking at a market gain of $671, which is a fantastic return in a very short period of time. So the stock that I'm talking about is going to be ExxonMobil. I looked at different energy stocks, but I really liked ExxonMobil the most, so I decided to allocate the majority of this slice to ExxonMobil. So that's going to be our first slice and the best performing stock so far in our portfolio. So the second best performing slice we have is a travel. We are up so far 38.25%. So when you look at the travel sector, in 2020 we have the coronavirus that hit, and we have these airlines, cruise ships that got beaten down at the end of 2020. Those stocks were recovering, but we still found a fantastic opportunity to buy the massive dip on some of these stocks. So of course they earn dividends. These companies are beaten down. They don't have the capacity to pay dividends, so we're sitting at 0. But overall we're up 38% on these companies. So the first company is going to be American Airlines, which is sitting at 41.84% gain in our slice. So within the slice, I allocated 80% of our funds to get allocated to American Airlines because the majority of the stocks at that time when we started to build our portfolio, Carnival Cruise, Delta, Norwegian, Southwest, they were relatively recovering very, very well, but American Airlines were lagging a lot. That's why I allocated 81% of our funds to American Airlines. So that's really fantastic. It paid off very well. As you can see, the percentage gains for Carnival Cruise is only 25% compared to American Airlines, which is up 41%. So we also have Boeing stock that I have, but I still have not added any funds to it, but I really like it. And Boeing has been recovering very, very well. I see great potential for this company moving forward. So as you can see, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks in our travel. So this is the second sector, or the second slice, that is performing very well. And as you can see, it's been doing fantastic for us back at the Patreon. So Now let's talk about the other and important sector that is going to be doing very well for the future, and also that is holding strong when the overall stock market was dipping a few days ago. So this is going to be financial. So as you can see, we made a 23.53% market gain of around $290, earned dividends of 6.37. So it's relatively pretty well. We have companies over here like Bank of America, JP Morgan, Ally Financials, PayPal, MasterCard, Visa. Basically picked companies that I really like that is associated with the finance. I went heavy on Square stock at the beginning, which was I allocated 41% of our allocated funds for financials to Square stock. So far it's doing pretty well. It's up 80%, but we have Bank of America, JP Morgan. The most important, we have Ally Financial, which is up close to 50%. I really like this stock. This is a stock that is outperforming other banks, and I really like it so far. So far it's gained a very fantastic return for us so far, as you can see over here. Also Visa, MasterCard, we don't really own that much, but I just had to allocate 1% of our slices. So as you can see, we're up 23%, so it's relatively pretty good when you look at things. So when the overall stock market was selling off the past few days, these are the top 3 sectors that are holding it strong for us. But now let's talk about the ARKD portfolio that everybody excited to look at, because these are the top stocks that are high growth that we talk about consistently on our channel. This companies like Tesla, NIO, Workhorse, Halion, etc. are included in this slide. So the first company that we own is going to be NIO, which is currently sitting at down 36%. We have Tesla up 9%, Open Door 9%. We have ChargePoint up 100%. We have Golden Nugget only up 1%, Butterfly down 7%, MP Material down 21%, Halion 49%. We have a DraftKings up 15%, IPOE up down 5%. CleanSpark down 7%, Plug down 9%, Fastly down 9%, Twitter down 16%, BNGO down 18%, Now Dimensions down 19%, Workhorse, we're down 43%. As you can see, we're getting wrecked on these stocks right now, but we still have some positive stocks in this slide. So we have Tesla, we have Open Door. At the beginning of when we allocated funds to this slice, we went heavy on Open Door, so it's doing pretty well right now. It's up 9%. We also have Tesla stock, which is up 9%. ChargePoint, they did a reverse merger that went public so far, so that's doing pretty well too. But of course, we have companies like Halion, which is down 49%, which is the least lagging, the least performing stock in the slice right now, which we're down 49%. Of course, Workhorse is also included in this portfolio too. So moving forward, what to do with this. I really see high growth potential for this slice in the future, because when everything recovers and we see this massive recovery for these high growth stocks, this is going to be the best performing slice in our portfolio. So I definitely 100% believe this is high growth stocks for the future that I really like. So of course, if you want detailed information, I made videos on all of the stocks that I mentioned on these ARKD slice, on our channel. So also the last 2 slices that I'm going to go over is going to be the retail. These are going to be companies like Lowe's, Walmart, and so far they paid dividends of $7.957, and the market gain so far is 42, which is we're down 2.63%. And so far, Lowe's is doing pretty well, Home Depot, Walmart, and we have Macy's, which is up 9.7%. So this is relatively not that bad. They pay dividends and they're just lagging right now. And I just bought these companies just to allocate some funds to diversify, but I'm not expecting like massive growth on this retail stock. So the last and final is going to be tech. Now tech, as you can see over here, we're down 2% on it, but of course, initially I allocated more than $282 for this portfolio. I decided to make big changes. I was heavy on Amazon stocks. I decided to Amazon was not doing that well, so I decided to cut my losses and to reallocate some of the funds from Amazon to our ARKD slice, which stands for the ARK Daniel slice. I allocated the majority of the funds to there, and I bought more of NIO, Tesla, Palantir, etc. But I still really like tech. I can definitely allocate more funds into in the future. When we add more money, I'm going to be buying Alibaba, Apple. Microsoft, Netflix, Facebooks, and etc. So far, this is one of the slices that is, not really performing well, of course, and it's definitely a good strategic way of building our portfolio to begin with, because tech was overvalued when we started our portfolio. We went heavy on the sectors that we believe can do very well in the short term, and we got rewarded very well for it too. We have energy that did very well, we have travel and financial stocks that did very well, because these are the top 3 sectors that were lagging the past few months when we started building our portfolio. So hope you enjoyed this video. If you like my portfolio, if you want to join and follow along, make sure you join the Patreon page if you're interested. We talk about exactly the top stocks to buy, the top stocks to watch before we add, and I also send out alerts when I buy, when I sell out of any of these companies. So make sure you check the link in the description box below, and if you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. Check out the links if you want to get free Bitcoin, free stocks, and if you want to use M1 Finance too, it's a great platform too. You can definitely check it out. But I hope you enjoyed this video. But I catch you guys on another video later on. Have a wonderful day.